because now the coaching search has begun. I think they're asking for permission to interview people, and there's a couple of unique names that have kind of shown up in about the last 48 hours. Andy Ludwig was an assistant coach here, young part of the program. Andy Ludwig recruited Ryan Lindley, offensive coordinator. So there's a working relationship there. Andy Ludwig went to Fresno State, learned a lot of X's and O's in the throwing game. He's at Utah, and that program has been really dominant.
Oh, yeah.
I think Andy Ludwig's a hot candidate for this job because he's done everything everywhere he's been. Why not come back to San Diego State, even if it might be for 3 years or 5 years? Who knows? Second one, Ken Nuimatalolo, former head coach Navy. Phenomenal job. I think his record at Annapolis, and that's a very unique atmosphere, 103-84. All those bowl games with the Naval Academy. Now, last couple of years, not so good. He left. He's actually asked to leave. He's at UCLA as an offensive consultant for Chip Kelly. I think I'd make that phone call to him because that's a very unique man. You're talking about a man with values.
Oh, yeah.
You coach at Annapolis. And, of course, I'd mentioned last Monday in the bonus podcast, I would call David Shaw to feel him out as to whether he wants to return to coaching. He did a phenomenal job at Stanford and then stepped away. Brocco Mendenhall was at BYU in Virginia. And a guy, if you're talking about the guy taking the step to the next level, ex-Aztec coach Bobby Hoke, now head coach Montana. They own the Big Sky Conference 1AA. Maybe you make a call there. But Ludwig's name kind of caught my attention because he's been here. The relationship with the offensive coordinator, Ryan Lindley, would have something to do with it. And the fact that he's learned under some pretty good people, Fresno and at Utah and a few other places too. Your response?
Yeah, that's an interesting list that you have there. You know, there's one other name that people were kicking around on social media. It was June Jones. What do you think of that?
June's had health issues, and June is not young. I mean, June's got a lot of mileage on him. And he left Hawaii, and he kind of bounced all over the place. He went and worked in the USFL and was a consultant of the XFL. I don't know that he wants to be a head coach any longer, and I think there were some health issues there too.
Was he a head coach at San Diego State at one point?
No, not June Jones. He played in the NFL for a while.
Yeah.
He went to Portland State.
Okay, but he was with the Falcons too, wasn't he? Yeah. And then I remember Hawaii for quite a long time, but there was some connection with him in San Diego. Can't remember.
Might be friends. I don't know, but he'd never been here at San Diego State. He did a hell of a job at the University of Hawaii. I mean, they were flat on their back. They had money problems, had not won. You know, you think of the islands and you think, beautiful area, recruit. Well, it's a long way from civilization.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, their road trips are real road trips.
Yeah.
You know, you go from Hawaii and play at Vanderbilt in Tennessee. That's a haul. But he got players to stay home, and he had a 4 or 5 year run because he was a quarterback guru. He played quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He played with and around Neil Lomax and in small college Portland State when they're throwing the football on every down.
Oh, Neil Lomax. Yeah, that was Portland State. Yeah.
And June Jones brought that whole persona to Hawaii, and he got quarterbacks to come there. Current coach is Timmy Chang, who I think had 12,000 yards passing at Hawaii. Now, he was a Hawaiian kid. But Nick Rolovich, who went on, has now been a head coach in Pac-12. He's a Hawaii guy. So, yeah, June Jones did a good job, but that was a long, long chunk of time. I think it's a good job. It's they say they're going to pay the right amount of money. So keep that in mind. Okay, we go from that.